Hey guys, this is JB3 and we are back with another episode of FIFA World Academy where we take one player from every country, join them all on one team and see if we can win the Champions League. We're here in the third division of the Bundesliga where we will continue on through December and then we'll have the transfer window coming up here in January. We do have Zukwa. We'll go with the Swans because that's what's on their logo. Either way, we'll learn how to say that as we get into the game, and then we'll move on and take on Sportfreund. And we'll see if we can pick up another couple wins. The team's been playing well. We just have to get a little bit more accurate on our shots, and we should fly away with this division. So let's get into this episode and see if we can pick up a couple wins. So guys, before we get into the games though, we do have the transfer window coming up, which means we can bring in some regens and some free agents. So we have a few players that we've scouted through the years here, and I want your guys' opinions. We have found the Ibrahimovic regen, which would represent Sweden, and I want to know if you guys want to bring him in or if you want to stay away from the regens that we know are going to be world class, and maybe we'll want to find some youth academy players or maybe find some players that, maybe we don't know how they're going to turn out. So we have a few players here. We have obviously the Ibrahimovic regen, and then we have some players here representing South Africa. Maleko, who we could bring in, looks to be a pretty decent left midfielder, can play all across the field in the midfield, so decent player there, 58 overall. We have Nicolas Rodriguez from Argentina, looks to be a pretty decent central defensive midfielder or a center back, so we could bring him in as well. We have Harris Hector representing Algeria, 55 overall, so we don't know about him, but decent stats here, some good speed, some good agility. We could take a look at him. And then we have the player from Uruguay, 56 overall. So let me know what you guys think about some of these different players that we could bring in, if you want to see them come in, or maybe we want to steer clear and focus on the Youth Academy. But that'll be for next episode as we come up in January. So guys, we'll get into the game here against Svitko. And I think that's how it's pronounced. I did best with the pronunciation, but it is super German. So we will go with the B squad here. We've actually made a second squad where really the only thing that changes is that back line where we have a ton of depth. We have Haber, Rossi, Barrios, and Iadama with Katuna in net. So we'll get him a run out, get some more experience into these players. They're only in 14th position, so I think we should have a pretty good shot. We'll get into this game and see if we can pick up 3 points. And we'll get this game underway. Fitzpatrick lays it to Renaud, pushes to Becker. Becker now going to push right up through the heart of the defense. Goes off to McKeith. He has a Renaud out there. Gets onto the ball. Centers it to Fitzpatrick. Takes the strike in a hard shot. Goes right at the defender and cleared away. Renaud out wide to Haber. Haber pushes forward. Has a chance. Gets it on to Kobayashi. He'll drive. Can he get into the box? No. Has to cut inside. Now finds nobody there. Goes to Fitzpatrick. He'll slip it to Renaud right in front. Oh, well wide. Just couldn't pick that bottom corner. Looking to get it open here and just wide of the net. Renaud heads it down and gets it to Fitzpatrick, who gets it off to Becker. Becker now tries to move it up, gets it to Renaud. Renaud on to McKeith. He'll hold. Tries to slip it through to Fitzpatrick. Oh, good pass to split the defenders. But the goalkeeper comes out and takes it before Fitzpatrick can get there. Oh, loose ball in the box. Oh, and unlucky for Braunschweig as we let up the goal. Had it cleared, but no one got it out of the box. We broke up the cross nicely, but it finds the back of the net. Oh, and it's just an unfortunate one. It bounces right there. Katuna could do nothing with it. It was right there. The cross goes right in. We knock it down, but the loose ball sits there right for the striker to poach it in. And it's 1-0. Cross goes in, and it's headed away. It's a loose ball in the box again, and Renaud can't get onto it, and he does finally get it cleared here for Braunschweig after another dangerous play and loose ball in the box. Now Becker goes to Fitzpatrick. He'll try and go out wide to Kobayashi. Kobayashi now. Can he get something going? Lofts it in nicely. Loose ball in. Oh, and they're going to call him offsides. McKeith. Oh, and his second yellow. They're going to call him for a penalty, not offsides. And he'll be... Is that his second penalty? I don't know if he got a yellow card for the first one. He'll get one here, and luckily stay in the game. But now, right on a knife's edge, about to get a red card is McKeith. Final build-up here for Braunschweig goes to Renaud. Renaud gets it off to McKeith. He gets it to Fitzpatrick. Can they get a build-up here? Has a chance. Goes to McKeith. He's into the box. Sends in a cross right there, but cleared away. And that should just about do it. Maybe we'll get one last chance as Renaud gets there. McKeith can't get the cross in, and it bounces around on the snowy pitch here. And Braunschweig go in 1-0 down at halftime. Oh, and a laced shot goes wide. I don't know if Katuna got a hand to it or not, but an absolute lace ball after the trickery goes on, and Katuna does react nicely. Gets a hand out for a corner. Becker in the middle, tries to pick out a pass, finds Fitzpatrick. He'll lay it there for Renaud. Renaud drives on, takes the strike, and into the back of the net it goes. The Frenchman answers with another top of the box strike and gets one in here for Braunschweig. It's becoming something of pretty frequent occurrence here as Renaud runs onto the ball nicely, gets it laid off from one of the strikers, and he gets it on, takes the strong strike. Keeper reacts late, and it's into the back of the net. It's 1-0 here, or 1-1 here for Braunschweig as we finally get some offense going forward, and we get the goal that knots it up at 1. Renaud lays it to Becker. Becker now holds up, goes to Renaud. He gets it quickly to McKeith. He'll try to move it along to Fitzpatrick. Has a chance into Kobayashi. Kobayashi tries to get it off to Renaud, and he gets hurt somehow going for the wonder goal. Unfortunately, can't get the goal in unmarked in the box and tries to go for the bicycle, and now he goes down with an injury. So we'll make 3 changes. Cardozo, Bretanu, and Carrizo come in for Kobayashi, Renaud, and McKeith after Renaud's not able to shake off that injury. Iadama heads it nicely off to Becker. He'll try and move up here. Gets a nice pass off to Fitzpatrick, who moves on. Has a chance. Lays it to Carrizo. Carrizo now lays it back off to Fitzpatrick. Top of the box, and puts a hard strike on the keeper. Knocked away nicely, and they'll just have to clear it for a throw-in. Iadama with the ball. Goes to Becker. Becker on to Bretanu. Tries to pick out Fitzpatrick and does nicely in the box. Can he get a pass off to Bretanu? Does! Strike off the crossbar and can't quite put it in the back of the net. Just misses with a great opportunity to get it over the goalkeeper. Bretanu up to Rossi, who's going to push forward here and try to get the offense going. Lays it off. Taps along. Bretanu's there. Has it. Oh, just tried to do too much. One extra pass, and Fitzpatrick was there. Becker tries to reset it. Goes to Fitzpatrick now. He'll try and get around the defense. Out wide to Orello. Can he find a cross? No. Has to center it. Gets it off here for Braunschweig. In the box. Oh, a big strike from Bretanu. And he finally finds the back of the net. No, it's Becker, the German, here in his home country representing the league. And the country here is Becker, the captain, who probably, I don't know if he deserves it or earned it, but he's really played well lately. He gets in here, a nice pass, lays it to him right in the perfect position, and he bends it past the keeper, and we'll take a 2-1 lead here in the final minutes of the game as we lace it into the back of the net. Oh, they get a cross in, but it finds no one on the end of it. Gets cleared by Iadama off to Becker. Becker runs onto it and finishes the game, and it's a 2-1 victory in the death of the final minutes for Braunschweig. A nice play there. We've had some good opportunities, but unable to find the back of the net as often as we would like. 60% of the possession, 9 shots, 4 on target. And we get the game-winning goal from Carrizo. Gets the assist and an 8.8 man of the match. McKeith a 5.8. Kobayashi 7.4. Renaud 8.4. Katuna 7.0. Iadama 7.6. Barrio 6.9. Rossi an 8.2. Haber a 7.4. Orello 7.0. Becker 8.3. Bretanu a 7.1. Cardozo 6.3. Fitzpatrick 8.2. And that'll do it as Braunschweig get another victory. 2-1. So, unfortunately, before we get into the next game, Baptiste Renaud is out with a pulled quad for 3 weeks as he goes for that wonder goal, and we'll be missing him for the next it might be 2 games. We might actually not have a lot of games in those 3 weeks, but we'll wait for him to get better. But in the meantime, we'll have to replace him for our next game. So we'll get into the game against Sportfriend. It will be the starters, the number 1 squad going out with Petrosh and Abasur at the back. Mason comes in for Renaud in the middle, so hopefully he can do the job. Maybe create some offense, maybe make a name for himself here in the squad as we try to pick up another 3 points. And we'll get this game underway. Goes to Becker now. Becker right up to Arella. On to McKeith. McKeith tries to move around, lays it there for Mason. Top of the box, has a strike right on the keeper, trying to find the goal in replace, but Kobayashi settles it down, looks for a pass, goes to Abasur. Abasur now tries to drop it in and turns the ball over on a short cross. Becker goes right up to Fitzpatrick, who moves along, tries to get it through, and a lane off to Mason, who comes in flying hot. And Mason, trying to make for a name for himself, buries the defensive player. And they'll be on a counter here as we get back. Petrosh slows them down. They'll center it. Oh, they get behind us, and it's going to be a goal. The quick counter attack, we couldn't do anything with it. Petrosh loses his man as they pass right behind him. And they open us up. It's going to be 1-0 here, only 11 minutes in. Right up into the middle here. Gets the ball off to McKeith. McKeith now on to Fitzpatrick. Gets on, puts the shot on, saved by the keeper, and cleared away nicely by Sportfriend. Goes right up to Fitzpatrick now. Gets on the ball, goes to McKeith. McKeith tries to get it through. Gets it to Mason, who puts it on and into the back of the net. And he makes the name for himself. The man from England comes in flying as he makes the replacement for Renaud and in the snow puts it into the back of the net after he comes in with that flying tackle leading to the counterattack that led to the opening goal. He comes back himself, gets a nice pass from McKeith, who puts it right past the keeper into the back of the net. And it'll be 1-1 here for Braunschweig as Mason gets his foot behind it, puts it into the back of the net for the first goal. Oh, they get behind us, and Petrosh just tries to get in front of the shot, but they lay it right off. Oh, he's going to be offsides, and we're saved. A poor play defensively, but Petrosh actually falling on the ground draws him just offsides as he collapses and draws the man offsides and leaves it at a 1-1 game. And that'll do it for us. The first half is over. It's a 1-1 here for Braunschweig as we get the goal with Alfie Mason. Not much offense to speak of from Sportfriend. You know, they have the one goal. They had a couple other opportunities, but the offsides call pulls them back. It'll be 1-1 as we go to halftime. Mason heads it down. He'll go to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick gets it back to him. He'll slip it through. Can Fitzpatrick run? He does. Has a chance here for Orello. Orello puts it on the keeper, and he just makes the grab. Keeper's been big so far, making a couple big saves to keep us out of the back of the net. Mason, a nice interception here. Goes to Becker, who is right through the middle of the field. Has a chance. Sends it on to Fitzpatrick, who gets it on to McKeith. Is he onside? He is. Hey! Oh, he soars it over the net. Maybe took a bounce on the snow. Maybe the ball's just a little harder because of the cold weather. And he sends it just wide of the bar. Couldn't quite slip it on the inside. Oh, they get to the top of the box here. They get it in behind us. And Alturk comes out and grabs it right off the player's foot and keeps it 1-1. Oh, they get behind us again, and Alturk, a big save, rebound goes to him, and they send it out. And again, they just get behind the back line, but Alturk comes up big, gets his foot in front of it, and then the rebound goes wide of the net. Fitzpatrick on the ball, lays it off to Ward. Ward now driving past his man into the box. Here he comes, cuts back, has a shooting lane, takes it on, and the keeper easily knocks it away. Out to the corner kick it'll go. Wojak out wide, gets the cross in, and away it goes. It'll go to Braunschweig, one last build-up. Avila pushing forward here. Can he get something going? Has McKeith on a run. He gets behind the defense. Final minutes. In on goal. Takes the shot. And he makes the big save. And it's cleared away. And that'll do it. McKeith unable to beat the keeper to win the game. Had a nice counterattack there. And he gets behind him and just unable to put it in. And we'll tie here. It'll be 1-1. Unable to make anything happen and unable to get past this keeper. 12 shots, 6 on target. Missed a bunch of big opportunities, including that last one with 60% of the possession. It's McKeith with a 9.0. Kobayashi a 6.3. Mason an 8.3. Fitzpatrick 8.4. Alturk 7.1. Petrosh 6.9. Wojak 7.5. Batter 7.6. Abasser 8.3. Orello 7.2. Becker 7.9. Ward is 6.4, Avila is 6.4, Bura is 6.1, and that'll do it as we draw a 1-1. So, unfortunately, we couldn't pull out that late win, which would have seen us well above the teams and given us a little bit more space. Now we fall back even closer. It's only 6 points off of second, 7 points off of third. We'll have to keep fighting here in the third division of the Bundesliga. We'll move on into January. We have the transfer window coming up, so we'll have to be ready for that. Maybe we can bring in some extra talent to put us over the edge and get us ready for next season. But guys, that'll do it for us here in this episode. If you did enjoy it, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so you can always find out when the newest episodes are coming out. And until next time, guys, have a good one.